This video was made in partnership with Always. So I wanted to share with you some personal history about me before the internet and before social media existed. A part of me most of you might not know about, and that is my history playing competitive golf growing up. Yeah, yeah. So when Always asked me to partner with them on their Like a Girl Keep Playing campaign to tell you how I kept playing like a girl, I jumped at the opportunity. Since golf was and still is a huge part of my life and shaped who you see right here today. So let me tell you how. Of course, this history video comes with a slideshow of photographs for you. Growing up, I played a lot of sports when I was younger. Basically, my parents just rolled me in everything, and I kind of got to try a little bit of everything, from swimming to gymnastics to bike riding to horseback riding. I also really enjoyed horseback riding growing up. Now, all of these different sports were all great and dandy, but as a child, you're very influenced by your parents and what your parents teach you and take you on and put their energy and time into, and that was, for me, golf. Since my dad played golf, he loved golf, and he almost went professional when he was younger. First off, it started with mini golf. That's generally where you start when you get introduced to golf. And then that moved on to pitch and putt courses when I was about 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. We would just go to the driving range and we'd go to pitch and putt courses. So that became our father-daughter bonding time until I turned about 12 years old. So I upgraded from pitch and putt courses to full-blown courses. I got my first golf membership. So my dad got me a junior membership at the golf club that we played at. And from there, I got my first set of clubs and I was officially a junior golf member. Golf was something that I really started to enjoy. I really enjoyed playing the sport and I was kind of good at it. I hit the ball on average between 240 and 260, 65 yards, probably about 250 to 265 when I was competing. I could really hit the ball far, which as a young girl growing up is freaking exciting. It's so thrilling to be like, I'm good at something. I'm talking about like 12 years old, 13 years old, just getting into like teenagehood, knowing that like you're strong and you're powerful in one little aspect of your life when everything else kind of is shifting a lot during that time. I mean, I'm talking puberty, guys. So everything else about you is like going haywire. I just found something that I was like good at, and I was so stoked and so excited about that. Now, continuing on into high school, I started playing on my high school golf team. This was a tricky one because I was, as you could see, the only female on my team. I mean, golf teams are generally smaller, but then you have players that rotate in and out, and it's really tricky as you're trying to develop yourself into this woman that you're now playing a male sport surrounded by guys, and not a particularly cool sport or very feminine sport. Golf was a tricky one to do, and I felt a lot of internal pressure to be like, should I quit? I don't know, this isn't cool. As a teenager, you're so obsessed with being cool, you're so obsessed with trying to fit in, and golf did not make me fit in. It made me stand out like a sore thumb, like you would not believe. And so I genuinely thought of quitting. I genuinely thought of not playing and not practicing, and which is bonkers considering this is something that I was good at. And when I was not good at very many things when I was 13, 14 years old. Golf was one of the things I was good at. Why would I quit because of peer pressure? It's just, that was my mindset back then. And I am not alone in this. More than half of girls will quit their sport by the end of puberty. That is an awful statistic. As well as 7 out of 10 girls feel they do not belong in sports, leading half of them to quit playing at puberty, when sports could benefit them most. I fortunately did not quit, and I did stick through playing golf through puberty and through high school, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I didn't give into the peer pressure and trying to impress boys, not the golf team boys, but like other boys, because participation in sports is a high contributor to the confidence in girls at any level, and I really believe that playing helped me become more stronger in myself. So continuing on with my golf career, I started enrolling and playing in more local tournaments where I actually met more females, so more female competitors playing golf. And that just opened up my world because I was so used to just my local club where it was all guys, and I was used to my local high school where it was all guys, and suddenly I was playing regionally or provincially here in Canada with other females, and it just opened my mind to this whole world of female competitive sports that I never really knew existed. If I quit early on in high school and through puberty, I never would have gotten to the stage where I was competing at the later years of my high school career in really big tournaments like the BC Women's Amateur event. So at the end of high school, I really wanted to continue playing golf into university because I was applying for university. And I ended up playing for my university's golf team, the university I went to. That's me on the golf team that I got to play in, and I got to compete at university level with other university teams in the NAIA, and it was crazy. It was such an amazing experience. So this was actually my first ever travel experience for golf, because we would travel for tournaments all the time. Like every other week, we'd be gone for like 3 or 4 days playing in like Oregon and Washington and California and all these crazy cool places. Golf, yeah, golf. It was such an amazing, enriching experience. Just being best friends and just becoming so close to the other females on your team, having that camaraderie, having that kind of support group when you're going to university. And I learned so many valuable skills from playing golf competitively and non-competitively, such as confidence, teamwork, and leadership skills. All of these are required when you play sports, and you learn them by playing sports. And that's why I'm such a huge advocate of playing sports, especially for females. Getting that confidence in yourself, having something you are good at, getting that competitive edge. It just helps develop you into such a more strong, powerful, confident female. I can't even describe it to you, but it does. It really, truly does. I know that it did for me. So that's my golf story. I know, right? Now you know a little bit more about my history growing up. I don't play competitively anymore. However, I do play a lot for fun on the course with my family and with friends, and it still is a huge part of my life. I just don't compete anymore in it. So thank you so much for watching and listening to my story. And now I want to hear your stories. So join me and Always on their mission to help stop the drop in girls' confidence in puberty and show how you keep playing like a girl. Check out the video in the description and share your stories of how you keep playing like a girl. I want to hear your voices. Say yes to strong, powerful women. I love you all. Okay, bye!